worldwide market demand for original artwork is booming, but sophisticated frauds and forgeries remain a problem that continues to damage the integrity of the entire art community. In some cases, forgers have successfully switched original works with their own copies. Original art is removed from the premises under the guise of performing restoration work, as in the case of this self-portrait by Dürer. Albrecht Dürer's self-portrait was hanging in the Nuremberg town hall from the 16th century until 1799, when it was lent to the painter Küffner. He made a copy of it and returned the copy in place of the original. The forgery was discovered in 1805, when the original, which came up for sale, was purchased for the royal collection. As it stands, there are far too many opportunities out there for fraud and forgery to continue, unless something is done to counter this lucrative tidal wave of criminal activity. According to the FBI's art crime team, art fraud costs gallery owners, collectors, and insurance companies billions of dollars in property losses every year.
Verifying authenticity is something that only qualified experts can do. Methods are very diverse, ranging from visual examination to the use of laboratory equipment like ultraviolet and X-ray machines. While these methods are effective, they are simply too expensive and too disruptive to be practical for day-to-day needs for galleries, collectors, and dealers. Every day, circumstances arise that place art at risk, most of them unavoidable, like an artwork has to be sent out for restoration or framing, or it can be on loan at exhibition or in storage. Essentially, any time when the artwork is out of sight, it is vulnerable to manipulation and forgery. It's a concern I know for a fact many dealers and collectors share. So we started looking into developing a service that can overcome this challenge. We needed a way to verify that the artwork returned to us was the same as the artwork we sent out. We searched for a method that was both cost and time effective and still provided a solution for this problem. Authenticating can be a lengthy process, so instead of re-authenticating, we focused on verifying the identity of the artwork. The solution came to us through our research into three-dimensional imaging and reverse engineering that led to the development of the Nano-D system. With the Nano-D system, we can create a digital fingerprint of any artwork. This digital fingerprint is traceable, comparable, and completely unique. The degree of precision is so high and accurate that it can identify the artwork with 100% certainty. With the Nano-D service, once it's captured, the artwork cannot be substituted. Nano-D system does not replace the experts. It enhances their toolsets by providing evidence-based photo verification technology.
After extensive research into art verification practices, Chalet Rosso Gallery developed an innovative service to improve verification that didn't require large, cumbersome scientific equipment. The 3D scanning system that was developed is based on reverse engineering with nanoscale capability and renders a three-dimensional presentation of an object. Similar systems are being used by Harvard University and the Smithsonian Institute for Archaeological Research projects, and according to an article published in The Telegraph in London, September 2012, several major European museums and universities are using 3D scanning systems in fields that were not previously accessible. With degrees in both fine arts and photography, 3D scanning skills, and over 20 years of IT experience, Thomas Strem has become the leader of the Nano-D development team.
In this presentation, I will show how the Nano-D system works. I will compare two original lithographs by Marc Chagall from 1973. They were both printed on paper from the same lithographic stone, so they are identical. I will scan in this part of the images, and I will show the deviation between them. Nano-D uses a fringe projection method which allows for non-contact digital fingerprinting of artwork. The solution uses cutting-edge technology and precise point cloud measurements that renders the three-dimensional image. After scanning, I can move them around and we can see they are three-dimensional objects. Here we can see the captured image in regular view. Now I zoom in and turn on the Nano-D view. We can see the surface of the paper. It is heavily textured, like a topographic map with hills and valleys. This nanometer scale capability provides the extremely high resolution that I use for performing the comparison. I switch to the photographic view again, and then back to the Nano-D view. The printed part is clearly visible here as well. Now, in order to do the comparison, I put them on top of each other. I place them onto each other manually, and then the software will help me to do the fine alignment. The results will be used for further analysis. Here we see the final result. The green highlighted area shows where the two papers match, and the red and blue part show the differences. Although they are both originals, and they were both printed from the same medium, with the Nano-D system I can show the differences between these two works of art. I have also scanned in an oil painting in order to show the more defined brush strokes appearing in 3D. The Nano-D solution creates a unique digital fingerprint as a reference for future comparative analysis. Authentication never needs to be repeated. The secure digital file can be used for verification purposes indefinitely. Since the Nano-D system creates a high-resolution 3D image of any surface, it can be used for any art medium, such as sculptures, paintings, and even paper-based graphic works.
I have had countless conversations with fine art dealers and insurance experts, and we all agree that one of our greatest challenges is maintaining the integrity of the transactions. From now on, after the digital fingerprint is taken by the Nano-D system, an artwork cannot be replaced and passed on as an original, even if it comes with a genuine certificate. This solution creates the digital evidence that ensures that our professional practices keep pace with the advances in technology. The Nano-D service provides the certainty that dealers and insurance companies need in order to protect themselves from even the most sophisticated forgeries.